Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the National Visa Center yet again. And NVC is not one of my favorite institutions that's part of the immigration apparatus. And let me be clear, I'm not trying to disparage anybody who works there or anything. I just think that the whole institution, its function with respect to documentation is rather redundant. You've already, if you, for example, a K-1 visa case or a CR-1 visa case, we deal with a lot of family-based immigration over here. If you've already filed a K-1 case, you're probably not going to deal with NVC very much. But if you've filed an immigrant spouse visa, for example, a CR-1 or an IR-1, that case has been adjudicated by USCIS, and then you've got to deal with all this documentation which needs to be uploaded and given to NVC. Most of the documentation is stuff you've already given to USCIS. The problem is, Department of Homeland Security oversees USCIS. Department of State oversees the embassies and the National Visa Center. They're not the same entity, but I would say that, well, notwithstanding the fact they're not the same people and you're sort of dealing with them on a first instance basis when you come over to National Visa Center, they're having a file forwarded to them from USCIS, which has most of the documentation they're requesting. There's some other documents that are in addition to what one generally has submitted to USCIS, but NVC, in a lot of ways, I view their role as rather redundant. But leaving that aside, why do they reject certain documents? Well, sometimes it's out of ignorance. I've actually seen where we've dealt with police clearances that are issued out of Thailand. One of the things that police clearances in Thailand often will do is one of the stamps on the police clearance, you'll only have half the stamp. And so when you scan that and upload it, it looks like that part of the document's been cut off. Well, it hasn't. That stamp, actually, there's a sister document that remains internally at Royal Thai Police Headquarters. Apparently there's the other half, that counterpart stamp, sort of an anti-fraud measure, is on this other document. But the folks at NVC, I've had them oftentimes reject that document and tell me, oh, you cut it off, resend it. And then I've got to explain to them, no, it's not cut off, this is the way that they look. I've dealt with this in various contexts where a document just doesn't look the way that they want it to sometimes. NVC can be very picky. Dealing with NVC can be very frustrating, even for someone like me who deals with it frequently. And documentation rejection is never something you want to deal with. Generally speaking, the best course of action is to just calmly, basically re-upload whatever it is they want. They'll review it again, and hopefully you'll get to that coveted DQ, documentarily qualified status, so that you can get your case over to the U.S. Embassy that you're looking to process the case through for final interview.